Hey guys, how you doing? I hope everything is well. Everything is good with me. Y'all, this story with the little girl, little Miss Young, I call her little Miss Young. It is just getting weird about a day. Guyana is actually losing their minds because, sorry y'all, hold on. They're losing their minds because so many different stories is coming out. You understand what I'm saying? And when the coroners had went over from New York, Delaware, and Ghana, went there and did this here, they said something else. Okay? So somebody taped a young lady, one of the young ladies that was sent there. Somebody, she was speaking upon, what had happened to little Miss Young. And she was like, she did not drown. She didn't drown. But she cannot come out and just tell, everybody that they're lying. You understand? Whoever she was talking to taped her, without her permission. She didn't know that she was being taped. You understand? But in a way, I am glad that this person did tape her, so we'll know that, they're lying. That no, she didn't drown. She said it. Y'all, I don't know if y'all heard the video, but yeah, she said it. She was like, she did not drown. No. And she said that the little girl had drag marks. She said, you know how you fall and you get scraped? She said she had that on her body. Now, yesterday on my video, you can go back and watch it if you would like. But I said they had said something about little Miss Young that I didn't repeat yesterday. But I'm going to repeat it now. Because I have no clue what the hell that means. They said her insides was outside. Down here. I'm like, how? What is that? I've never heard of that. I'm sorry. I just never heard of that. I never heard of that. They said her insides was out. And I'm like, what? I've never heard of anything like that. But they said that's what it, yes. They said that, yes. And the young lady that was talking, she was saying a lot. She was saying a lot. Like, this is really sad. You understand? This situation is so bad. That it's so bad that the FBI need to get involved. The FBI need to get involved because they're losing their minds. Not the people. The people are the victims. You understand what I'm saying to you? This hotel, whoever worked there, Leroy and whoever else, you understand, that had a hand in this, they have to pay. They have to pay. Why the hell is the freaking cops like protecting them? Why are you coming out lying? That don't make no sense. And now we are 100% sure that you're lying. I'm going to say allegedly because I don't like coming for me. But she said it. She was there. She was in the room. She was in the room. So she's afraid because she was like, they made me part of this here that they doing. Lying. I feel her. But she can't come out because, they gonna go for her. But they did, being that it's out now, they said they have her and they have to keep her safe. You know what I'm saying? Keep her safe because these crooked behind cops is gonna hurt her. That's crazy. So my thing is this. If whatever that young lady was saying about her insides or outside, how she didn't drown and all the other extra stuff, that that was false. I don't understand the people from the doctor from Delaware and New York and Ghana. I don't understand why they just don't come out and say, we never said she, that she drowned. You understand? That they never came out and said that. And like I said yesterday, when they did the autopsy, you feel me? Each one of them is there to do their job, to see what little Miss Younge went through. Okay, they have their findings, right? In black and white. That should have been given to the police and one to the family. You understand? But that did not happen. They don't have anything. They just came out and just said, oh, she passed away from drowning. That's crazy. So people literally was begging the parents, like, please don't bury her. You know what I'm saying? Because you need justice. And I am one of them that I was yelling like, yo, please don't bury her. Please. Because let me tell you something. The longer, if you would have buried her, trust me, the family, the mom and dad and, sisters and brothers or whatever, they wouldn't be sleeping. They would really actually be going through it for a long time. That's why I said what I said yesterday. Please do not bury her. Take her to another place so you can have a second opinion. Because we know they're lying. We 100% know they're lying. We know it. She came out and said it. The lady, they got it. They got the video all over the place. She was in the room and she's hot. She's upset because they brought her in there, and she didn't know that, she stepped into something that she didn't know that they was going to sit there and she'd be accomplice to a crime. Because what they're doing is a crime. What those people are doing is a damn crime. So when New York and Delaware went there and they had their founders or whatever, they trust and believe me, they gave them paperwork. And they just didn't want to come out and tell the family, this is what happened to your daughter. She was raped. And other things that happened to her. They didn't want to come out because they already know, like, if they come out, people are going to lose their minds. They're going to tear it up. But for you to lie to the family, you could have at least brought the family, somewhere and say, be honest about it and say, if we have to get the FBI or whatever in here, we're going to do it. This is what happened to your child. But no, they sitting there still freaking lying. Like who does this shit? Like, this is just crazy. This is just crazy. I showed y'all yesterday. Leroy, like from the day before when I did the first video. Leroy. Y'all seen his pants. Come on, y'all. Y'all seen his pants was wet. This is just crazy. She wasn't in the pool. Stop saying that. Why is they playing with us like that? I feel so bad for the family. Like I said, I've been through that. My son was murdered, right? And they're holding up. I'm going to be real with you. They're holding up well. Because I wasn't that well. I was literally, I lost my mind, I got it back now. I lost my mind in a minute for a while. And I'm being real with you. I'm going to tell you the truth. I literally was threatening the family. I don't even know how I got their phone number. I had their phone number. And I was calling them, threatening them. Because I was tripping, y'all. I was tripping. I was tweaking. How you say I was tweaking? For real, I don't know how I got the number. So the homicide detective called me back. It was like, listen, please stop it. You have to. I know you're going through it. And I'm like, I don't give a damn about none of that. You know what I'm saying? But the people on the other end of the phone was like, we're Christians. You know, we're Christians. And we do not agree what this guy did to your child. And I wasn't really trying to hear all that. But I was wrong. You understand? I was wrong. But that's what I'm saying. These police supposed to go to the family and embrace them. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to embrace them. That's the way it is. Just wicked. You wicked. How? How you so wicked? You can see like they look like they don't know what the hell is going on. They ain't got no feelings about what happened to little Miss Young. How? It's a little girl. You don't have any feelings that you would sit there and concoct a story of she drowned. And she drowned in where? In a sink? In a toilet? Cause she damn sure she ain't drowned in that pool. She did not drown in that pool. I don't know what the hell they saying, but stop playing in our face. I don't know what you're saying. But you gotta remember, like I said yesterday, and the day before yesterday, that they may come out and say she drowned, but they don't know who drowned her. But guess what? We found out that she didn't drown at all. They just literally put the baby in the water. How damn crazy are these people that you know there's a mob outside your door, and you're going to put a baby in the water? You have to have a mental problem. You see, that man, whoever did this, they have to have a mental problem. Because how bold, how, you know what I'm saying, just to do this in their face. It blows me, because I just can't understand that. How could you? You have to be demented, because you took, I mean, real, like, I don't know who did it, but I know Leroy had wet pants. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Leroy had wet pants. All I know. And why nobody not answering that question? Why their police over there is not asking Leroy, like, Leroy, how did your pants get wet? And what's that on your hand, Leroy? Like, what happened? I'm not following this right. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not following this right. Because I don't know how this work over there. You got money sticks with money, and whoever, you know, the ones that don't have money, just, you have no feelings for them. You think you above them? I don't know what was the end game to this. Oh, well, we know that she got raped. So, you did all this to do that? It's more to this. It is so much more to this here. I swear to God. And I hope when I'm be real with you, when you're in another country like in Guyana, Africa, Cuba, whatever state. When you go to jail, they usually put paws and feet on you. So you going to tell what the hell happened. You understand? In those countries, they do. They put they put their paws and feet on you, so to make you tell the truth. And they're not letting you out that room if they you have 2 black eyes, nose broke, on it, all that. I'm not promoting that. I'm just saying. In those countries, they usually do that type of stuff to you. When you come out that room, the interrogation room, you look a hot, dirty mess. You look like you've been in a fight with Tyson or Mayweather. So that's what I'm saying. This is not gonna happen. This is not gonna happen with these police. That's why they need to call in the FBI right now. Like, for real, call the FBI in and get everybody that worked that day in that hotel, each one of them, female or male, it doesn't matter. And they do what they got to do to find out what happened to this little girl. This is just it's a shame. It's a shame to see a country like this. Guyanese don't usually get down like this. This is really weird. Like, and for a child. And to be so, like I said, so bold about it. The parents is right here and the people is right here and you right here. And you still did it. A man yesterday I was watching. He did a demonstration. Like, for real. He did a demonstration. I watched it. It was good. He went in the pool. He went to 5 feet. 5 feet in the pool. He took his keys and he threw the keys in the water. That water was so clear, I seen the keys. And I'm here. So, the man was like, no. We need to go up. We need to go up higher. So, he went to 6 feet. 6 feet. Same thing. Then he went in the water too to see, can you see him? Hell yeah, if you see the key, you know you see his big behind. So he went to 8 feet. He threw the keys. You can see the keys. He went to 10 feet. The demonstration was 10 feet. And you still seen those keys. Faintly, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know it's a spot down there where it's at, because he went right back in the water and tried to hide himself, and you see him. You know what I'm saying? And you see him. So we know 100% that she wasn't in that water. What I thought they was gonna try to say was the filter, because it sucks. I really thought they was going to say that. But they couldn't. They couldn't. And I don't understand why why these police and all these different agencies over there wouldn't embrace this family. I'm serious. They need to. The family can't even mourn. They can't. How? How could they mourn their daughter? How could they mourn their daughter when you ain't got nothing but a bunch of liars? Bunch of liars. You trying to convince them. You tried to hurry up and convince her to bury her child, and have a memorial. Like, what? What? I said it yesterday. Please, for me, for all people, for other children, other people, because they had a similar thing that happened to a young man, and he was grown. They beat him to death and threw him in the water, same water. So these people think they entitled. These people think they are entitled. to do what the hell they want to do. Like, for real. Excuse me. Yes, they really do. They think that they are entitled. And when you have those type of people, and then you have the backup of the police, all types of agencies. And like I was telling y'all the other day, they had hired like security. Swear to God, y'all. They hired security, and the security was shooting the people. Not up in the air like, warning signs or anything like that. They were literally shooting at the people. Now, this security is so crazy. I don't know what kind of security people this is, but they anybody that wants some help, hire them. Because they gonna make sure ain't nobody coming in, nobody going out. The police of Guyana was trying to get in. And they literally was like, you're not coming in here. And they like, what you talking about? Like, we're the police. We work here. Like, what? They was like, no, you don't. Turn around. The police was like, what? Yes. This security wasn't playing no games. They were shooting at the people. And plus, wasn't respecting the police that policed there. Because they was hired. By who? Who hired them? And they said, they're going to have a big meeting on that. That's going to come afterwards. You can find what, people got shot. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just so much going on at one time over there. Everybody is losing it. Then you got, people, saying all sorts of things. You know what I'm saying? Saying all sorts of things. But when I listened to the young lady, the nurse, she was a nurse, talk, and she said it looked like she was dragged. That right there, my heart. Because there's a video. Y'all know it. I put it out yesterday. Just a little bit. Because I didn't know how true it was. I was like, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's the hotel or whatever. But when she said it looked like she was being dragged, I can't. I did put the video out, and I did ask y'all to give me your feedback on it, because I was thinking that, that's not real. That's not even there. Somebody just, doing a lot. But I actually watched it. Y'all watched it when you watched my video. That someone said that wasn't the hotel, But I wish they just get to the bottom of this shit. Because the mom and dad is just, they can't even go home. They just got to keep coming back because that's where their baby was. You understand? That's a crime scene. They got people stepping all over the crime scene. Like, what the hell is going on? I don't care nothing about no fire. You can find a lot. Let me tell you something. You can find a lot. You can think you can burn things up, but guess what? It just takes one little thing they find, and the whole case could be dependent on that one little thing you find. So that still is a crime scene. They got people walking all over the place. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That show you they didn't have no regards for the little girl. You understand what I'm saying? They should have wrote that off from the beginning. Soon as they seen that little baby in that water, I'm gonna be real. They were supposed to jump in action. The police never left. Remember? Remember when they was trying to tell the family to go home and get some rest because we're gonna be here watching and everything like that. So where was you when the little girl was in the water? See, that's the part that's killing me right now. The police said to them, go home and get some rest, and we're going to be right here, and you come back or whatever. How did you let a whole body get in the water without y'all seeing it? How? You just told the mom and them you're going to be watching. It was crazy. It's like, what the hell is going on here? So y'all was watching, but y'all didn't see little Miss Young come up or be placed there. Y'all, I don't know. I'm praying for this family with all my heart, because they need a break, and it's like, you know what? I think it's time to call the FBI in, and the FBI start investigating answers. That'll scare the hell out of them. You know what I'm saying? That will scare them. Because this here is not going to be settled this way. It's not. Because you got them saying, oh, she drowned. Oh, she didn't drown. The lady said she was in the room with them. Okay? She told us exactly. Even though the guy, taped her without her knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But we needed to know that. I don't never want nobody to get hurt or anything like that. But when it comes to the truth and a lie, I rather go with the truth. So that person that did it was like, you know what? This is something that we need to know. We knew it all the time that they were lying, and she said it. She said everything. She said everything that went on in that room. I just hope that she's safe, and because she's hurt. She's hurt because she said they use. Now I'm caught up in this mess. I'm caught up here because they dragged me in here and I didn't know what I was walking into. And now they got me as an accomplice. That's messed up. That's for real. That's messed up to have her as accomplice. You know what I'm saying? And she never knew that this was gonna go down. But I say this and I say this again. From the coroners that was there, that did the autopsy, why they just won't come out and say, this is what we said? You understand? Because they have to debunk these police. I believe they just read off. They was just like, I don't believe that these here doctors said that she was drowned because the girl was in the room. The nurse was in the room, and she said they did not say that. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they don't want to get involved with the shenanigans. He's back at his job here. The other guy back at his job there, and they like, you know what? This is a mess. Because we ain't trying to get our people hurt either. Like, the doctors that will speak out, you never know. Like, you really never know. But I think they should. I think they should come out and speak and say, that's not what we said in that room. Even if they put undetermined, you know what I'm saying? But she said it was visible. This is like a nightmare. I'm serious. I know a lot of people is just, this is on their mind, like for real. Like this situation with little Miss Young is really hurting people a lot. Like for real, it really is. It's like worldwide. It's worldwide. This little girl, we just love her so much. We don't even know her, but we know what happened to her should not happen to anybody, or especially a child. Especially a child on a day that they're sitting there and celebrate. Just it's nice out. Grandma want to just take you out and have a good time, and some old creepo, you know, snatch her up. And I said what I said yesterday. I say and I say it again. I think they got her with the chlorine, because that's what's in the water, and they have a room with chemicals. And I told y'all yesterday, it doesn't take much. I'm telling you, she's little. I mean, as a little girl and a grown man, you know what I'm saying? That all it takes is this here, like, quick as, and she's out. She's not dead. She's out. You know? Like I said before, the doctors that went over there, they have to check her fingernails. You know what I'm saying? They have to check a lot of things on her. Even if, chemicals was poured on her. You still have to check her nails to make sure she didn't scratch or whatever like that. It don't actually have to fall off because she got thrown in the pool. Or put in the pool. Because you see people with dirty hands and they actually be in there washing their hands. Their hands still be dirty. You be like, damn. Because it be in your nails. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be in your nails. This is something I think they should, I don't get it. I just believe that, I'm just going to say this. I believe that these doctors that went over there, they wrote down everything, what happened to little Miss Young. They have a list, and it was supposed to be given to the police, detectives, or whatever, and one to the family. That's what you went there for. But I'm not saying they didn't do that, because guess what? Sabotage. You know what I'm saying? The police, the detectives, the police, or whatever it is, they could sit there and say, I ain't giving them this here. Nah. But we need to know, did they give it to them? I wish one of them would come forward and say, we left them a copy. Everything is there. And another thing, I hopefully that these cops did not go inside the examining room, like, for them to do the autopsy. I hope they didn't go in there. It just looked really weird. I don't know. All this here just looked really, really weird. I don't know. This 2025 it's just so bad. Like, it is so many things happening in 2025, and we just started. Shame on them. Shame on them. Like, for real, shame on them. She's like our child now. And we're going to fight for justice. Ooh, yeah. I know. I have a small clip for y'all to see how, they just really is disrespectful. I swear to God, these politicians, police, whatever they are so disrespectful. Like, for real. Very disrespectful. They got faces like, when are they gonna stop? Like, what? But my thing is this. For you, on the first day, second day, to shoot at the civilians is crazy. Shooting at the... Alright, y'all. I'm gonna go. I have a small clip for y'all to watch, because, this got me so depressed. I keep thinking about, I wish I didn't see, little Miss Young, but now I seen her in that type of situation. It's just really like, it's very scary. Yeah. Alright, y'all. So y'all hit that like button and subscribe, y'all. Hit that thumbs up, y'all, please. While y'all just looking, hit that thumbs up, y'all. Okay, and I got a small clip for you too. Okay, I'm going because this is too much, y'all. Peace.
You got put that bitch ain't never left it. Bitch ain't never left it. Somebody do this man thing now. Somebody go for it now. I don't get that up. But clear the road. I move from here already. Because this man he come. Somebody yesterday, I did his 2 o'clock and he going for this place and after me, I'm not trying with me, I'm 11-year-old. He's not there.